Okay, you love your kids. We
I
love
love
them
my
too.
kids more than anything. I call them in order. Joey, Royce, Ross. That's it. And I think that you don't understand how much I love those kids. I know, and I'm not saying it as a dig. You don't realize how much I love them. I think you know I love them, but each one of them was in my body, not yours. And I have a level of fucking passion and I don't know what you call it for those three young men that you might not ever understand because you did not feel them in your body kicking and so when you might tap out or get mad at them or call your son did this, I'm going to do that because they are my babies. I don't care if they're 50, 30, and whatever. They will forever be my babies. I don't share blood with you. I share blood with those three young men. So sometimes when I feel like you're giving up or you're mad at them, I don't care because they are my babies. I will never turn my back on my babies. I will fight to the end for my babies. You as a man, you see them differently. You get mad at them. I'm not dealing with them. You call them. I'm over it. I don't care. Because guess what? They will always have mama. I'ma listen. And they all say, they love you. Can't talk to dad. Gotta call you. Because I am more open. You're more da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm more... And of course I get mad and sometimes I say the same thing. Call your father. They're getting on my nerve. But at the end of the day, those stinky draws are my babies. Okay. So your feelings will never match mine. Not that mine are better or whatever. I have a different maternal feeling about those three boys that you will never understand. You were there. You saw them pushed out, except for Joey. You got all of that. I did the pushing. I did the carrying. I got sick. I did those are my babies. So, with that said, yes, there's a difference on how you look at things when something happened to them. I talk to Ross every goddamn day. Every day. I love him. He is like my best friend. I love Ross. We don't get along all the time. But when in the bed, he gets me. He watches TV with me. We laugh, we joke. I am the closest to Ross because he takes time with me. He calls me April. I hate it. But he gets me. He gives me time. We talk. Royce is more... I got it, mama. I got it. He don't want to be told a whole lot of stuff. Joey, he's taking care of his family. I'm trying to help them as much as possible. I'm trying to get to a place where I can be there for them. Because raising Joey, I had no issues. I had my grandmother, my grandfather, and my mom. Everybody was home. I never had a problem. I want to be there for him, picking up the kids. Last week, they both sick, the kids are home, and I'm at a 70-hour job. I'm not crying or woe is me. I know I still got it good, but I know what I want. I want to pick up my grandkids. I want to see their face. I want to drop them off. There's so many things I want to do. So, again, those are my babies. The grandbabies have my blood, and the three boys have my blood. So everything is a little different for me. That's all I'm going to say. So anytime I feel like you're going against one of them, you're going against the army because those are my babies. And I know you come back or it's not like you leave or, but you get upset with them sometimes. And I get it.
Sometimes.
They're a lot.
No, listen.
They're a lot. But those are all we got. That's it. That's it. I'm not going to let society take care. Oh, no. Come here. We'll figure it out.
I can talk now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Listen, yes, you carry all three of our sons in your stomach.
That's right.
I provided the seedlings for two of them. If you had known what I know, you would have waited for me and I could have provided for the third, but that's another situation.
Whatever.
But the point is that I think the parenting of fathers and mothers are just different. We see things differently. We react to things differently. I think that, and we say this all the time, children benefit most, but our children benefit. I'm not going to make any assumptions about anybody else's children, but our children benefit because of the strength of our marriage and relationship. Would you agree or disagree?
I agree.
Okay. So there are some qualities that you provide as their mother that I don't provide. But there's some qualities and values that I provide as their father that you will never be able to provide. You'll never understand. You'll never have a full appreciation for. And as much as you could say you love them babies, this, that, and the other, yeah, I mean, there's no question that everybody knows how much I love all three of my sons, from day one with Joey all the way up to Ross. I mean, I've been there every step of the way, unless it was a situation I was somewhere working and just could not physically get on a flight to be present. Mm-hmm. I have been a present father.
Right.
Like flights from nowhere, like how did this fool show up? I show up for everything. I've never backed away from any responsibility. I have physically damn near gone to blows for these kids and will go to blows any day of the week. So as passionate as you are about them, I think I match your passion. I just think that my passion doesn't look the way your passion looks.
Right.
And so that being said, I think what's going to be necessary is that we just have to have the conversation about the Royce situation on the podcast, because I think it's just something that we have to kind of talk all the way through. And I think what I'm going to do is invite Dr. Edwards to be a part of that conversation. And I think ultimately, because I see a couple of people make mention of it, is like our sons continue to grow up, to continue their trajectory towards being great young men, because each of us continue to pour something in them that allows them to be who they are. And I think the thing for me, the real takeaway is that we have to be careful not to, in the cyclone, the tornado of stuff that they bring to the table, not to lose sight of who we are, and as April and Royale standing together, because I've seen this growing up. Is like kids can very easily divide parents, right? It's like these situations come up, and then parents, men and women, start digging their heels in and taking positions to either advocate for, to protect, to teach, and if the parents as caretakers, nurturers, and all of that stuff aren't having a conversation about how to attack whatever the challenge is together, then again, that's where the kind of seam starts getting pulled apart. And so, again, my takeaway from all of this is that I'm hopeful that the real lesson coming out of this is that we have to be careful so that is not the case moving forward. I mean, granted, I think we've done very well up to this point. We haven't had any major issues or crises with any of our sons.
Right, and y'all don't think it's not as big as
no, it's not. I mean,
but it is something that we go through because each one of them has their own thing. And if it ain't Royce, it's Ross. If it's not Ross, it's Joey. And just like he said, we have to figure out how to not let it interfere in what we have, because Joey don't even live here. Royce and Ross, once they're finished, they're going to be gone. And just like this house is empty, it's just going to be the two of us. So
Yeah, but can I go back for a second because it's interesting because whenever all three of our sons, whenever they lean on you for what they lean on you for, but I can knock out clear instances where they be like, no, I need my father.
yeah, because you're the brute that's gonna go up there and knock somebody out. They need you for that kind of stuff. I feel, and even emotional stuff.
Yeah.
Because if Joey's in trouble, the only number he know is Royale. He don't know my number. He don't know nobody. I'm calling my dad. Joey grown as fuck. Joey is grown as hell. But that really tells you how important you are. I get that. Yes, dad. But I don't know what the percentage is. But I just feel like
it's not about percentages.
I know, but when I'm busy or whatever, I get so many calls and texts about their ideas, Joey's vision for this, and the kids, and the camp, and the this, and then Royce, I'm going to do this, and what do you think about that? And then Ross, I'm comedy, and then I'm at work. I'm like, oof, all good stuff. Great, love it. Can we talk about it on the weekend? You know what I mean? I'm the bouncer. They bounce the shit off me first, You're very hard on them. Sometimes they won't come to you because they're like, don't want to tell dad. Because of that, you're very critical. Which I think critical thinking or giving them constructive criticism is great. But sometimes, just like I said, sometimes you just have to sit back and listen, even if they're not doing it right, then kind of let them tweak it. But when you come and reconstruct everything they said and it's kind of no longer their vision because you've made it into what you think it should be, that's disheartening sometimes.
Okay, hold up.
I'm talking about me. I don't like when you do that. When I say something, then you got to think of something. All I'm saying is from my point of view, that's what I think. A lot of times. Because you're a mess. I'll say something, then he's like, well, what about the time? We ain't talking about that time. Because if you wanted to talk about that time, you should have brought it up.
I wouldn't have listen. It's
all
a point
I'm
of
saying,
reference. It's a point.
Are you going to talk about
counterpoint
for the summer?
It's a counter. Yes. Yes. How you going to sit here and say that?
But he did what he wanted to do.
With a straight face.
Royale, he asked me, what do I think he should do? And I told him. He never came to me with the thing until he talked to his friend.
Okay. Let me not play like that. Okay.
He said, Mom, what do you think I should do? When you are asked, what do you think you should do? And you give something and then you pour out all these ideas.
When a kid comes to you, it's the same thing.
Babe, no. I'm saying when they come to you and say, I'm going to do this A thing, and you construct it, and now it looked like B, it don't even look like nothing that they were talking about. I was asked, what should I do? And I told, and we went days, and at the 11th hour, he switched it. Okay, what can I do? Well, then why did you ask me if you were going to change it? That's different than I'm going to do this, and this. Oh, and I think you should do this, that, and now it's not even what they were talking about. That's what I'm saying. I was asked that question. So that's not a good example. But I understand. I knew he was going to go there. I knew it.
Yes, because it's a good, goddamn well, that's spot on.
That's not spot on.
That's why you laughing, because you know it's true.
But I was asked.
Well, if a kid comes to me and says, Dad, what do you think? That's the same as being
No,
asked.
I gave him the whole idea. He didn't say, I want to do this project and I'm thinking about this, and I rearranged it and now it looks something different. It was like, what?
I don't say you have to do it this way. If you come to me and say, what do you think? I'm going to give you what my version of the most successful direction is. Now, whether you take it or not, that's on you.
Right.
Well, whatever mine, what?
Yeah, I'm just saying what you think is the most successful. Who says it's going to be?
Didn't I just say I'm going to give you my version of?
Right. And your version, half the time, they don't. Yeah, no.
So then don't come to me.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm not going to say what, but I've heard.
Hey, listen.
Hey,
they don't have to come to me. It's
not that they're not going to come to you. They're still going to come to you, but it's after, they've done it and maybe they just need some tweaking. I don't know. They may not come to me for some things. All I'm saying is that I hold a lot of information that, and I don't know if you do too, but that I have to decipher, figure out, and how to bring it to you to make it past the finish line. Because Royale's first thing is no. No matter what nope. Then they come with their tail between their legs like, I want to do this thing, but Dad said no. And then we, once we hit all the bullet points, I'm like, well, it makes sense to me. Why can't you? That's what I said. But he said no. I'll talk to him. It's going to happen. Thanks, Mom. 90% of the time, that's how it goes. Dad says no because you admit it. You're so busy doing other things and trying to conquer the world, and we get it. Sometimes we say something and it's such a distraction because you don't want to take the time to break it down and figure it out. Your easy defense, you do it with me, is no. So I have to be the one, even for myself, I want this, I want that, I want that. How can we make it work? Because your first thing is like, no. But we can't go through life with all those no's when we have to do stuff around the house. Like everything is a no. No.
No, everything's not a no.
I mean, here lately, you've been more open. We got our shelving. Yeah. We got beautiful shelves because I saw the construction people at my job. These people have to build sets. They will build a complete kitchen in a day. I said, if they can do that in a day, they can come to my house. So we have one project done. We'll reveal it once it's painted and everything, but it's beautiful. And when I tell you that is a huge step, that's a huge step. But we have other things to do, I know he's fighting this roof. We need a new roof. There's a bunch of things.
I'm not fighting the roof.
I know what you're going to say. Show me the money. So that's the thing.
Bring the bread.
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you don't want to hear that. It's like, we need a new roof. Okay. Let's figure out, let's budget. Like, how much a month you want to do? Blah, 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 blah. Show me the money. How we going to make it work? Blah, 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 blah.
That's the same thing.
I know, but no, your approach is different. This is what I said. This is how Royale is. There's so many things I want to do, and I don't think he thinks they're important, but they are. So I need for him to understand that the roof is important, vacation is important, kids' camps are important, everything is important. So because of that, we need to save accordingly because it's all important. I don't know. That's where, I've been with him for 25 years and I'm still trying to figure him out. Like, I don't know what's important to him. I don't understand his method of running a household. I don't understand. I grew up where when something was wrong, we fixed it. Or my grandmother wanted something, they allotted money, they got it. Royale's first thing is, show me the money instead of like, hey, let's sit down. The thing you want to do, this is what I'm bringing in. This is what we can expect. Do you think we can do this by this month? It's never that. And that becomes frustrating as well. So we need to, everything is important and everything has value. We just have to figure out how to get it all done because for me, it has to get done. It just does. And I don't want to be the one when a fat check comes for $8,000, go get the roof or whatever. I think there's a better way to do it. Let's save $1,000 every month. Whatever the case may be. So by the summertime and there's no rain in sight, we should be able to comfortably get the roof. I want a new car. How can we budget per month to comfortably get a car? You need a new truck. How can we do that? I think if we
You would like me to have a new truck.
I thought you said you wanted a new truck.
No, I do want one. I want to, yeah.
There's things that you need, and how about wants are important too, without breaking the bank. You want a new truck, then you should be able to get a new truck. It doesn't need to be like a 911 situation where it breaks down. If we know you need a truck and your want is just as important. For me, my wants are important. I work hard. So my wants are on the list of we should do, or it has to get done because it's a want. It's not frivolous.
A want is different from a need though. So let's not.
For me, if I want it, I've thought about it it's in my need category. Because the little things that I want, I'm going to go get. I want a car. I should get a car. You want a car? You should get a car. I'm just saying in the level of thinking, just because it may not be the tuition or the whatever, it's not less important. You still want it. A need might be, yes, there's a hole in the freaking ceiling where it's leaking. Now we need. So I think some of your wants need to be, hashed out before it becomes, okay, we got to have it. Now, do we have the money? Now it's an emergency thing. We need to make sure, how are we going to figure out how to, there's already
everything comes down to what we can afford.
Right.
And then secondary to that is what's the priority? How do we prioritize the things that we need? And then, listen, if we got it, you can have anything you want. There was a time where you could have anything you wanted. There was no,
I need that back.
Hello?
I need that back.
Well, then all you got to say is, listen, we just work harder. You don't want, listen, earlier you said.
Work hard.
Listen, but that's the thing is like, I work hard. You work hard. We're just in a space where we are putting some things in place for other people. Oh, Lord. Our sons. We are putting things in. Listen, Royce will, in 3 semesters, be the first college graduate from our family. I think. Our immediate family for sure. Because I did not graduate.
I didn't graduate.
So, right. So
Joey ain't graduate.
We're working hard on that. We got to get Royce across the finish line. Right behind Royce, Ross got to get across the finish line. There's some things that we're working on that we make these investments in the stuff that we believe in that we're building. Ooh. All of those things cost money. So you go and work how many hours a week?
70.
70 hours a week. I go and I work how many hours a week?
40.
A lot.
40.
I don't work 70. I work smarter, not harder. I have to.
So I'm dumb? I'm a dumb worker.
No, I'm not saying you're a dumb worker. I'm just saying.
He called me a dumb worker.
I'm just saying my approach is different from your approach. I do a different kind of work. I'm a supervisor. I was built for supervisor positions. But
yes, you were.
There ain't no lie. God knew what he was doing when he pushed me out of Audrey's vagina. Because that's where I came from. My mama's here. I don't know why I always, hello, mother. But the point is that, yes, I think we need to continue. Communication is always a work in progress. Always. I don't care at what point you are in your marriage. The communication will continue to be a work in progress.
Honey.
I will say that I am continuing to learn to be a better communicator. God knows I always want the best for you. And I want to be able to give you the world. God knows, I swear, you and these kids, the thing that I want to be able to give you is the world. If I didn't think I would burn my hands, I would reach up there and grab you a full moon.
I need it.
I'm trying to give it to you, but it's just not the easiest thing in the world to do when you have so much on your plate, when you have so many things that you're trying to accomplish. And at the end of the day, all I'm trying to do every day when I get up and go out of here is to try to, let me tell you what I'm honestly trying to do. The gap between right now and when we can totally tap out and be completely comfortable, I'm trying to close that gap every day that I get up. I'm trying to put us in a situation where you don't have to get up and go work them 70 hours a week you work, and I don't have to get up and go do nothing but what you say you want to do that day.
Jesus. Say that again.
So when I'm trying to close the gap between you not having to get up and go work 70 hours a day. I mean, a week. Because I think sometimes you work 70 hours a day. But a week, according to you.
It's 66 to 70 hours.
Whatever the hours are, I'm trying to stop that altogether. There was a time where you didn't have to work at all.
Jesus, were them days.
And I'm trying to
Close
the gap between
Uh-huh.
me having to get up and go work for anybody else
other than yourself.
other than myself.
Do it till the morning.